Hey guys! So, this wasn't the video that I wanted to make this week, but yesterday I was inspired. I was walking to work, and there were three elderly to middle-aged women on the street, and they handed me a piece of paper, and I was listening to music, but I took the paper and nodded and smiled and went on my way. And then I realized it was like a biblical passage, and I started reading it. And then I realized they were standing outside of Planned Parenthood. So I went back and I asked them what they were doing and if there was a reason they were outside of Planned Parenthood specifically. And they said something to the effect of saving lives. So that's what I'm gonna talk about. All the lives Planned Parenthood saves. I'm not going into the religion versus science or medicine dichotomy. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about saving lives. The American Cancer Society predicts 40,000 people will die of breast cancer within the next year, and 4,000 people will die of cervical cancer. Planned Parenthood performed 487,000 breast exams and 378,000 pap smears in the past year. That led to early detection of cancer for 88,000 people. That sounds like some good life-saving work to me. The difference between Planned Parenthood and just going to your regular doctor to get a checkup is that Planned Parenthood is meant to be affordable and it's extremely accessible to youth. Free cancer screenings and affordable healthcare aside, in just 2012 alone, Planned Parenthood helped prevent 515,000 unintended pregnancies. Because of the contraception they provide, that's 515,000 potential abortions that did not happen. I'd like to take this time to point out that only 3% of Planned Parenthood services go to abortions and they are privately funded. With explicit consent from the donor, Planned Parenthood can donate the fetal tissue from abortions to help stem cell research. Stem cell research is that wonderful thing that brought us things like the polio vaccine and a lot of other common vaccines today, and helps cancer research. It's also being used to research and treat macular degeneration, spinal cord injury, stroke, burns, heart disease, diabetes, osteoarthritis, and rheumatoid arthritis. It's just so important for these abortions to be from Planned Parenthood, or at least from a medical facility and legal and safe, so they aren't at home and super dangerous and, depending on your definition of life, ending 2 lives instead of the potential 1. Not to mention all the very real everyday scenarios where an unintended pregnancy for a person could be fatal to them. They literally cannot fulfill a full-term pregnancy. That's why it's so important that if your ultimate goal is to save lives, you do support Planned Parenthood.